Assalamualaikum and hi, we are from Group 8 from Section 5B. We decided to develop a system known as a Student Planner System. And my name is Hanisa Binti Saari, my matrix number is CB21051. Now, I would like to bring you to jump into our introduction of the system. As a students nowadays, they often struggles with too many things on their plate. The tasks, the assessment, and also the activities that need to be done on time sometimes scattered here and there. And because of this, many students are influenced to always plan their daily life. They tend to jot down all the important things on their notebook and also on a paper. This is so good because planning is so crucial for students. But the problem with this method is that sometimes they might find it difficult to focus on the things that need to be done first. And also, when they jot down on the paper, they need to always refer to the notebook to keep them reminded all the time. There is also a big possibility that the paper went missing and all the important notes lost. As a developer, we decided to develop a student's planner system that will help the students to record all the important things involving their studies, such as assessment, tasks, sports activities, taken courses, and also classes. And this system will help the students to arrange their activities nicely so that all activities not scattered anymore. So now I would like to explain about the problem statement of our system. Firstly, listing out every note on a piece of paper can be troublesome because it can be missing or maybe wrecked by water. So, by using this system, the student doesn't need to jot down the important things on the paper anymore. So, there is no possibility when missing or maybe wrecked by the water. So, the other problem is that students always get easily confused with dates. So, using these planners, this system can attentive the important things and notify students on their notification box beforehand. So now I would like to explain about the objective of our system. The first objective is to make it easier for the students to plan their study life. The second objective is to enable students to keep track of all their dates, classes, tasks, assignments, and anywhere on any device. The third objective is to keep students reminded of all the due dates and deadlines of their tasks and events. This is the interface of Create Profile. This is Login interface. So this is the main page of our system. So this is where the information entered will be displayed. And this is the interface of Task. So now this is the interface of Add Sport Event. And this is the interface of Workshop Event.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamed Haiqal, matric number CB21069. Today I would like to present two Java class, which is the first one is course file. So in this file, we have all the variable needed to store the data for the course, which is, for example, here the course code, title, credit hour, and the grade point. So what we can have here is, as we can see here, we have the initializer, which is basically just creating the course object and also setting the data directly. For example, where do we use this initializer? We can see for example, in the student manager, when we are loading the data from the database. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it will create a new course object with all the data needed. So instead of calling the set function, it just create in the initializer directly. So and then we can see also in this class we have the get and set function, which is the get course code, course title, credit hour, grade point, and then the set course code, set course title, set credit hour, and set grade point. Here we also have the calculate score point, which is just to get a value of the grade point and credit hour combined. And then we have a database connection manager file. So the purpose of this database connection manager is to maintain an active connection towards the MySQL database. So the way it works is the code will call the get instance function, and it will check if the instance is null. If the instance is null, it will create a new database connection manager, which indirectly will load the class file for the driver, and then it will return the instance to the user. And then to the code. When the code wanted to get the connection, it will call this get connection function, which will check if the connection is null and if the connection is closed. Assuming both is true, or neither one is true, it will create a new connection to the MySQL database using the get connection function provided by the driver manager class using the URL, user, and password credential we provided up here. So assuming everything is well, the connection will be returned to the code that call it. Here we also have the close function to terminate the connection. So that's all from me, and I'll pass to the next presenter.
Hello and hi, my name is Siti Balqis Fakhira Binti Mohamed Rozi. My metric number is CB21040. So I will continue the presentation for the event class. Okay, as we can see over here, event ID, student ID, event name, venue and date, we declare it as a private and string. Okay, then for the public event, we passed it all the declaration over here, and after that we move to get and set method. Okay, as we can see over here, the set method is set event name, set event venue, set event date, set student ID, and before get method, get event name, get venue, get date, and get event ID, and also get student ID, and it will return. Okay, that's for event. Okay, for the event manager, we have here public class event manager and public void create event table, which is we declare all the things over here. And next, public boolean create event, we also declare all over here. It also have if else in this method. Okay, the last one is public class logic manager. As we can see over here, declare it as a private static logic manager instance, and then we have three: student manager, event manager, and task manager as public, and then private logic manager, student manager equal to new student manager, event manager equal to new event manager, task manager equal to new task manager. Okay, last, public static logic manager, we do it as a get method, get instance, and if instance equal to null, instance equal to new logic manager, and it will return back the instance. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, I am Royston, and now I will present about the spot file. So here, this is the spot file. So here we can see that the spot file is extended to event file. At the top we can see the variable for this file, which is spot session. Okay, so next we move on to the student class. So here, for the student class, we have all the variables needed to sort the data for student, which is student name, student ID, course program, and courses. Next we have here initializer, which is used within the object and also setting the data directly. For example, we can see usage in student manager. Now when we load the data from the database, it will create new student object with all the data needed. So instead of calling the set function, it just create the initializer directly. Next, in this class, we could see functions to get student name, get student ID, get course program, and get courses. And other than that, we have the function to add course, remove course, and also update degree status, which we can get the status from academic status class right here. So next we have student manager file. This is a database file. So the purpose of this file is to maintain an active connection towards the MySQL database. So here we have the function to create the student table on the first run, and here we can see that the primary key we chose is student ID. Next we have the function to create student, get student, and lastly update student. As mentioned just now, we have several initializer from other class, such as here we can see the course code, course title, course credit, and course grade from course file. And other than that, we have student name, student ID, and course program from the student file, and so on. So that is all from me. Now I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adila, CD20076. I will explain about task manager, and workshop. So this is our application, student planner. As usual, user need to key in their student ID, name, and what type of degree. And for task, user can just add task by insert their task name, for example, OOP. Assignment 3, due date 2022. Add us, okay. And they just can view their task by clicking this show planner. Click next. There's no more tasks to be displayed because I only add one. So this is the task detail. For the workshop, at workshop, for example, we are workshop venue, battery, date, speaker, at workshop add successfully, and then you can view your workshop details over here: name, date, venue, and speaker. So for the coding, this is the coding. This is task manager coding, where we store our database. And then this one, our workshop coding. We use extend lah for this coding because we want to get the event name, venue, date, speaker, and student. I think that's all. Thank you.